ABC News exclusive. She's talking for the first time on camera about her diagnosis with multiple sclerosis. She has, well, so much has changed for her, who, she starred in Hollywood blockbusters for more than 2 decades. You're about to hear how MS has affected her voice, but her spirit is unbreakable. An emotional return to the red carpet for actress Selma Blair, known for her roles in cult classics like Cruel Intentions, Legally Blonde, and The Sweetest Thing. Selma revealing her multiple sclerosis diagnosis last October. The 46-year-old attending Sunday night's Vanity Fair Oscar party with the support of her customized cane.
How can we make canes chic? Mine is in fact patent leather, a real pink diamond.
I spent time with Selma at her home.
Beautiful home.
Just days before her big night out.
How are you doing?
I am doing very well. I am very happy to see you being able to just put out what being in the middle of an aggressive form of multiple sclerosis is like. So my speech, as you'll notice, is I have spasmodic dysphonia right now.
MS is a chronic, often unpredictable disease of the central nervous system, which is made up of the brain, spinal cord, and optic nerves. It causes problems with vision, balance, and muscle control.
Wouldn't it be funny if I fell in? For real? Not really. It is interesting to put it out there, to be here to say this is what my particular case looks like right now.
Let's go back. When you were first diagnosed, what initially went through your mind?
I cried. I had tears. They weren't tears of panic. They were tears of knowing I now had to give in to a body that had loss of control. And there was some relief in that, because ever since my son was born, I was in an MS flare-up and didn't know. And I was giving it everything to seem normal. And I was self-medicating when he wasn't with me. And, I was drinking. I was in pain. I wasn't always drinking, but there were times when I couldn't take it. And I was really struggling with how am I going to get by in life? And not taken seriously by doctors. Just single mother, you're exhausted, financial burden, blah, blah, blah. And I even got to the point where I said, I need to go to work and I have to stay awake. I dropped my son off at school a mile away, and before I got home, I'd have to pull over and take a nap. And I was ashamed, and I was doing the best I could, and I was a great mother, but it was killing me. And so when I got the diagnosis, I cried with some relief, like, oh, good, I'll be able to do something.
Struggling with symptoms for years prior to her diagnosis, Selma sought out the help of fellow actor Michael J. Fox, who has lived with Parkinson's disease for nearly 30 years.
And I said, I don't know who to tell, but I'm dropping things. I'm doing strange things. He got in touch with me, and we began a conversation. So he really helped me. Plus, I was like, I have Michael J. Fox's email now. Like, I'm pretty cool. Like, I'm cooler than I thought. But, like, really, he gives me hope.
How difficult was it to share it with your son?
Not at all. I always want him to feel safe, never responsible for me. But he had already seen that I was falling and doing things, and I was always laughing. And he'd imitate me, and I'd be like, that's fine, but don't do that out of the house. People think you're a jerk. And so I did have to tell him after the MRI, I said, I have something called multiple sclerosis. And he almost cried and said, will it kill you? And I said, no. I mean, we never know what kills us, Arthur. But this is not the doctor telling me I'm dying. And he was like, oh, okay.
What gets you through those difficult days?
I get in bed and I don't move. You just have to. You can't do it all. It's fine to feel really crappy and say, I gotta. And my son gets it, and now I've learned not to feel guilty.
What are doctors telling you? What's your prognosis?
The doctor I saw, he said within a year, I could have, at the time, he said, 90% of my abilities back. So this is to say, let's meet again next year and see if I'm better, if I'm not. And I can still have a conversation. That's good enough. And I want to see. I want to see for other people. I want to see for me and see where I am. I was a little scared of talking. And even my neurologist said, no, this will bring a lot of awareness because no one has the energy to talk when they're in a flare-up. But I do, because I love a camera.
You got a date. I'll see you in a year.
Okay.
It's a deal.
I can't wait.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Wow. I mean, she is incredible. I mean,
what an example she's setting for her son, but also for everyone in the way she's telling her story
when
right
I
now.
told people that I was going to be doing, and believe me, these are just tears of joy because for her to be able to share her story, as she has, and she has really touched a lot of people. And you have to know that MS is unique. The symptoms present themselves differently in different people, and she's finding inspiration from her experience. And she even wants to, you know, she's really proud of her blinged out cane, and that she's going to design some of that. And also designing her clothes because she's unable to, you know, button, and so she wants to, and she's appreciative of the clothing that's out there, but it's not cool enough for Selma Blair and for others. And she said just because she's
brave.
Right.
I mean, the one's so brave.
And there are times when she's more symptomatic and then less symptomatic.
It's an exasperation that she's going through, and it's been an extended period. But she's very helpful. But you know what's so frustrating, guys? The fact that she knew something was wrong.
And the doctors couldn't figure it out.
They couldn't, and finally, she found a doctor, and she's who had the MRI and the diagnosis, and she'd probably been living with this for many years, and it presents itself in women more so than in men. And you can see much more of the interview. We had a great time. You can see it tonight on Nightline, and then Vanity Fair's feature on Selma is live on their website, vanityfair.com, and the March issue of the magazine is on newsstands now. And also, she says, she uses the hashtag, still a working actress. She's still out there working. She's got a Netflix show, and she's so appreciative of her fellow actors and the producers who are working with her and understanding about what it is to live with a chronic condition like that.
Let's hope a lot more work is coming.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.